manual to page 16, we will learn a very special passage today. And we're not just going to read this passage either, we're going to sing this passage. The passage is the famous Shema, or Hear, O Israel passage from the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 4 to 9. This passage is in Hebrew called the Shema. The first word in this passage in English is hear, hear, O Israel, and in Hebrew it says Shema, Shema Israel. This is a very special passage in Judaism. These lines from the Torah are exceptionally near and dear to every Jewish heart. I'll give you a couple examples. When a Jewish child is first learning to speak, to read the Torah, to pray, the Shema is the first passage that a Jewish child learns. Similarly, when a Jewish person is on the verge of death and is about to go to his or her olam, the Shema is the passage that every observant Jew tries to make his or her last words before death. In that regard, the Shema has been hallowed over time by the many Jewish martyrs who had these words on their lips as their dying words. The Shema, you could say, is the biblical pledge of allegiance to God, the King of the universe. It is the declaration of faith in the Jewish faith and, as you'll see in a moment also, very much so in the Christian faith. The Shema is traditionally called in Judaism taking the yoke of the kingdom upon yourself. When you say these words with intent, you are taking the yoke of God's kingship upon yourself. What's the concept here? Well, as you know, a yoke is something that you would put on the shoulders of an ox. You get him all geared up so that he can pull the plow and do the work. In Hebrew, the word for a yoke is simply ol, and it's spelled the same as the preposition al, which means on. So it's something that's on you. The yoke of the kingdom. Well, the Hebrew word for kingdom is malchut, M-A-L-C-H-U-T, malchut. It more literally means kingship or sovereignty. So when you say the Shema and believe the message in the Shema, you are effectively taking the yoke, to use that analogy, of the sovereignty of God, the kingship of the creator of the universe upon yourself. You are pledging your allegiance to him. You are declaring that he is your God. So having said that, let's look at this first passage from the Shema. Let's read through it together. This writing is a little small on here, so you may want to read it in your student manual, or you can read it straight out of your Tanakh. Shema Yisrael. Now here we have the name of God. We will be reading the name of God as it is written here. However, when it comes to learning the traditional Jewish melody, we will be using a circumlocution Adonai, which means my master, because I'd like you to learn the traditional Jewish approach to this text also. However, because this is the Torah, we don't want to change anything in the Torah, so we're just going to read the name of God as we go through this. Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Next line. Ve ahavta et Yahweh Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha. let's go through this and break it down piece by piece. Shema, in imperative, listen. It's like what a parent would tell a child. Shema, listen. And who is it addressed to? Israel. So, contextually speaking, most literally, this passage isn't a prayer to God. This passage is a declaration of faith to the people of Israel. Name of God, and then Eloheinu. Enu on the end, our. He is our Elohim, our God. Name of God again, Echad.